the truth will set you free is an occult phrase, and fake it to make it doesn't mean that you're being fake in order to make it something. I want to go on one more thing, because this is not a cult really, but Ronald Reagan said, trust but verify. Trust is not an immediate given or just willy-nilly thrown out there. So it isn't the fact that you trust when you go in to verify something. It's like you have, you think there is a possibility. It's kind of like Murphy's Law. It's like, trying not to be complacent or something about any possibility doesn't mean that you trust. So when you wonder why the mystery drones are flying over New Jersey, there could be 16, 17, 18, 19 different reasons. If it's Illuminati, there's like 30 or 40 different things that they're affecting. It could be driving the news cycle. If right now a tape, like let's say like a lot of people think that there's an Obama Oprah freak off tape with one of those sex workers. That's so hilarious that it might be true. Maybe the drones are just up there showing us a carnival in the sky to just distract you. Similar to the alien distraction from the effort by people to reach sustainability without the grid, or like consumerism or something like that. And they do a lot of effort to shame you by linking you up, like connect, like portrayal, like you're like these people that left and they turn into this cult or whatever thing or that. But I mean, for a long time, a lot of cults even are successful for a long time, and they maybe they learn how to make fine china, so their business is model and their legacy is still like they have a what's it called, an estate, and you never knew it was a cult. It's just a brand name shit. Oneida, a cult, not a cult. But it's kind of like related, because something is occulted before you get people to decide that they want to get into a cult, a cult, not the occult. Something's already occulted for you to be in a cult. So Reagan is right and wrong at the same time, because it is trust but verify, but you're not trusting what is you're verifying is true. You're trusting that there's any hint of possibility that could make you look like a fool, or show or make your life a roller coaster, or you have like maybe take away your prospects when you don't even know. How could they do that? By a distraction? It's because they don't worry about you. If you're aware and tuned in, they're not talking to you anymore. They're always conducting their rituals en masse, mass rituals. The purpose of, it seems like, government is to induce hysteria. Episodes of hysteria, because that's the way they can keep passing legislation. Like, they make it seem like if you are elected that you're supposed to pass more bills. Like, you didn't do anything if you didn't get any bills passed, and that has to do more with your position on policy than it does with your legacy. Because if things are working, then they need to pass less bills. Or maybe it's because even it doesn't matter how many bills you pass, but what specific bill that you're responsible for. And it's not like like you gotta count how many bills you overturn to say that you're a great, like didn't Taft overturn more trust, but he was a better trust buster than Taft. President Taft was a better trust buster than Theodore Roosevelt or something like that. I mean, their attributes are, you have to weigh them out. They're just, it's Jimmy Carter's legacy is better than his term. His legacy is doing more than his term is. Not every Biden's legacy is a complete flop, and he was an abused senior citizen. He was an abused elder community. The way he was puppeted, the way that he was wheeled out there, the way that he was just a big spectacle, the way that he possibly didn't even know that he's the butt of all jokes, all that shit. Just because it turned out that he's wrong, you think I want to one up the progressives and own the libs or something like that. I'll never really care about that. And neither does any president that I would vote for would be given over to emotion. He would just be like a businessman with a clear head and just, delivers information. He doesn't I'm reclaiming my time because you would be hanging off his every word, because he would just be pure information. And if he's not giving information, he wouldn't even be talking. Unless it's like a different appropriate time, of course there's different appropriate times for everything. You know what I mean? So when he's come down to certain questions would be a given, it would be like exposing the media if they have to ask questions that were already answered by the president. He doesn't really have that much power. He can free up money and advocate for different various ideas, things that people want. You can advocate. Okay, you free up money. And then does that mean he's not that powerful? I mean, he's like, there's different kinds of power. There's all different kinds of power, and not just soft power in leadership power, like momentum, industrial dynamo, kind of power. Like there's all kind of powers. Okay,